Every time I check to see how Cyberpunk Edgerunners is doing, its already high scores just keep going up. Now, as it stands, Cyberpunk Edgerunners boasts one of the best audience scores for any show in Netflix history, in addition to its 100% critics score, which, believe it or not, is easier to come by. It's a little tricky to try to track all the top audience scores for all Netflix series, because the site will count like 3 positive reviews as a 100% score if a show is not widely watched, but Cyberpunk Edgerunners, with hundreds of reviews in, has a 98% audience score, something I've almost never. Here are the shows it's closest to, and ones it's outscoring. That's not every Netflix original in that range, but you get the idea. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is currently, essentially tied as the best-reviewed major series on Netflix with Lenox Hill, a documentary about doctors, between its critics and audience scores. This may change. As the show gets more attention, more reviews may roll in, and so far there are only 9 critics who have scored Cyberpunk Edgerunners on the site, myself included. But for audience score? The more reviews come in, the more it goes up. It was at 96% a few days ago before now climbing to 98%. The series is so successful, combined with the sale, it spiked the player count of Cyberpunk 2077 itself by close to 400% recently, and the game also received a recent Edgerunners themed patch. I vote it does another pass and put even more items and things from the show in there, but we'll have to see. Given what a big hit the series is, Season 2 does seem somewhat inevitable, though if you've seen the show, you'll know that a new season may have to focus on an entirely different cast of characters, and a new story within Night City, given the events of Season 1. This is yet another animated video game adaptation smash hit for Netflix, which has had similar results with Castlevania and Arcane. It's a pretty big trend lately, as just yesterday Genshin Impact announced they were making a new anime with Demon Slayer's Ufotable, and it seems like a great format to bring games to life without many of the risks live-action adaptations pose, which sometimes can go well, The Witcher, and sometime. Expect more from Cyberpunk, and more game animes as a whole. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to my free weekly content roundup newsletter, God Rolls. Pick up my sci-fi novels The Hairkiller series and the Earthborn trilogy.